Hello and welcome to French Fried Trains. It's Sunday, August 10th, 2019. I went out somewhere around mid-afternoon, and there was just nothing happening out there on the rails at the time. I waited more than an hour, probably closer to hour and a half, before I got my first catch of the day here. A northbound tanker train, led by a pair of AC-44 CWs. The leading unit still wearing its YN2 paint scheme, originally built in 1994. With rail traffic being so light at the time, this guy definitely had the highball north. I usually catch the tanker trains going south. It's rare that I see one going north. About 45 minutes later, I heard a horn in the distance to the north. A southbound was coming. Now here in Carlisle, not only is there a CSX line, but there's also a Norfolk Southern line. In north of town at the Union Road crossing, they run right next to each other before they split off and go their separate ways in Miamisburg. So when you hear a southbound coming, you're never sure if it's going to be Norfolk Southern or CSX. This time I was in luck. It was a CSX. A manifest train, led by a single ET-44AH. The daily slabs start off the first cut of this train. Those of you who follow my videos know that this is a daily run through here. Now we're into some covered steel coil cars. I was so focused in on the shiny new green paint on these cars here, I didn't notice what was behind them. A surprise second locomotive, an ES-44 ACH, running as distributed power. And now a big cut of tankers. And a couple of center beam cars bring up the rear on this guy. Another half an hour after he passed, and I happened to get up and check the signal. And boy, was I in luck. The signal was yellow, indicating there was going to be a train meet. I tried to zoom in on it here, but the camera shot's not very good. While we were waiting for the train meet to happen, we caught this cop car going by. Soon after that, we heard a horn to the north. The southbound was here for the meet. And he's definitely obeying the signal and going slow. The reason is he's going through the switch and into the siding. A single ES44 ACH leads this train. This is one of the iron ore trains. Usually, these trains are much larger than this guy was that day. And even with this short length, we have a nice surprise. A second locomotive running distributed power near the end of the train. I love hearing the sound of the distributed power locomotives working hard as they go by. This one is an ET44AH. He was definitely going in the siding, and I tried to focus on it here so you guys could see him moving over to the other track. But there's not much detail with the camera zoomed in this far. Now he went all the way down to the other end of the siding, and he waited there for a while. It was probably 25 minutes before the northbound got here. Now right after this southbound went down into the siding, but before the northbound had arrived, the boys from Micheal Gibson's train channel paid me a visit, and we watched this next northbound train together. You can see them there in the video. So if you want to see another view on this train, make sure you check out their channel because they're also filming it. 3 locomotives on this train, and I just love when older style locomotives like that get to be the leader. Leading, we have an SD43, originally built as an SD42 for the Louisville and Nashville. Behind him, there's an AC44CW, originally built in June of 2002. And the third locomotive is a GP40-2 built for the B&O, and one that wore chassis system colors for many years before finally being repainted into CSX. Another manifest train, our second one of the day. A decent cut of loaded center beam cars here. And here's the daily empty steel slab cars heading north. Now usually the empty steel slab cars are the end of the train, but we have some GONs and some steel coil cars mixed in here before we get a second cut of steel slab cars. They must have had a lot of extra that day. And that's all the trains I got on Sunday. So that concludes this episode of French Fried Trains. Stay tuned for more in the next episode. Thanks for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.